Hi, class 9 students. Today, class 9 science, chapter 2, third video, third topic. Today we are going to discuss about elements. Elements, that is the fundamental unit of substance. That means in this nature you can see different elements. For example, oxygen is a gas. Then copper is a metal. That is an element. Oxygen is a metal. Then sulfur, it is a non-metal. Different elements are available. Simplest form of the substance. We cannot decompose or split that elements into simpler forms again by using any chemical methods. And in this nature, around 100 elements are invented by different scientists up to this time. Some of the elements are kept in the science lab. Some of the elements are not able to keep in ordinary condition because some of the elements are radioactive, highly radioactive. Uranium, radium, all these elements are highly radioactive. And some elements are naturally available in the nature. Some elements are man-made elements. And comparing with these elements' properties, we can divide elements into metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Three types of elements. I will repeat once again: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. We will discuss about all these terms in detail. And also, as a last topic, we have to think about compounds. In compounds, more than one element are chemically bonded together. In a compound, there will be more than one element. For example, water. Water is a liquid, it is a compound. H2O, that is a molecular formula of water. H2O. And a compound is composed in a fixed proportion. Water available in different states, different countries, they are same. There is no particular water in USA, no particular water in UK, no particular water in India. Water available everywhere is composed by two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. Now we have to think about the elements. What are elements? We can look at the definition. Elements. An element is defined as a basic form of matter. That cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reactions. And for example, we can have these elements. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, iron. These are all elements. Okay. These are all elements. Some elements are solid, some elements are liquid, some elements are gases. And the metals, elements we can commonly divide into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metals, non-metals and metalloids. And the metals, you know very well. Metals, they have a shiny surface. That shiny appearance may be grey color, may be silvery color, yellow color or golden color. And all this appearance of metallic surface and also a shiny surface, that appearance as a common we will call as metallic luster. They have a luster, shiny surface, silvery grey or golden yellow color. Silvery grey or golden yellow color. And also, when you are catching an iron rod in your hand and other end of the anode, if you are heating by an oven or a lighter, after a few minutes you will experience the temperature in your hands. That means the metallic rod, iron rod, will conduct heat. Also, copper metal, aluminum metal, iron metal, all these metals are conducting electricity also. They will conduct, they will allow the passage of heat and electricity. And also, when we are hammering a metal with a hammer, we can make a thin sheet of metals. Okay, thin sheet of metals. And such a property of any metal is called malleability. Metals are malleability. Also, when we are using metals for making different ornaments, we can make small thin wires with metals. For example, gold and silver. We can make thin wires with the metals. Such a property of metals to make thin wires is known as ductility. Or metals are ductile. Also, in a school, ringing bell after every period before starting the morning assembly, and you will hear the bell sounds by hammering on a metallic surface. That means that property of metallic objects to produce a bell sound, that is known as sonority. Therefore, we will say metals are sonorous. I will repeat once again. Metals, they have a luster, shiny surface, silvery grey or golden yellow color, conduct heat and electricity. They are malleable. Malleable means able to make thin sheets. Ductile, able to make thin wires. Sonorous, able to produce bell sounds. And these are the main properties of metals. Now we have to think about non-metals. But totally opposite property of metals. Non-metals, they have no shiny surface. They have only colored appearance, no shiny surface. And they will not conduct heat and electricity. Those elements who are conductors of heat and electricity and not lustrous, sonorous or malleable. But metalloids, another category of metals, elements, they are metalloids. Those elements have intermediate properties between metals and non-metals. Some of the elements are showing the property of metals and also property of non-metals. Such elements are known as metalloids. Now we can divide elements into three category: metals, non-metals and metalloids. All these 3 points are very important in higher classes. Now we have to think about compounds. Compound is a substance composed of 2 or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion. For example, H2, CO2. These are all compounds. Okay, yes. Now, these are the main topic in chapter 2. That means elements divided into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Also, compounds. Compound is a substance composed of 2 or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion. Thank you.